Hey, good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my animal spirituality video for Tuesday, February the 3rd. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday morning. I heard the groundhog said we're going to have 6 more weeks of winter. I don't think that was a surprise to anyone, but hey, 6 weeks goes by quickly. We will enjoy spring that much more. I am going to ask us to pray today for a better sense of awareness. It's interesting. I do a lot of work at my computer here, and I'm sure you could relate if you sit by a computer. But I realized just the other day that I stand up and go to another side of my office and pick up a book or something, my awareness picks up. And I think we've been programmed with social media and computers and phones that it takes away our awareness. So our awareness can be very helpful to us. So let's pray for a deeper sense of awareness and take actions to have that awareness. Thank you. We're now going to hear from the book of Hosea. The book of Hosea, chapter 2, verse 18. And I will make for them a covenant on that day with the beasts of the field, the birds of heavens, and the creeping things of the ground. And I will abolish the bow, the sword, the war from the land, and I will make you lie down in safety. My friends, I'm going to take us on a very short but easy geometry lesson today. It's called a triangle of equal sides. And at each point in the triangle is a connection with the rest of the triangle. If you look at a triangle, they're all connected to, each side is connected to all other sides in some way, shape, or form. My latest project is to work on what I call the three connections. The first connection is to connect to ourselves. The second is to connect to God. And finally, to all creation. And these connections need to, as the triangle that I described, connect to one another and strengthen one another in our life. But it is up to us to do that. Just briefly, let's look at the connection to ourself. Well, you might be saying, wait a minute, of course I'm connected to myself. Are we really? Are we really leading the life that we want to live? Are we comparing ourselves to others? Things to think about in the connection to self, which I will talk about a lot more in the coming months. Connection to God. Well, the connection to God is very important, right? God gives us life. And then with that life, we are to serve Him. We are to take our talents, do our best to serve God, and make this world a better place. You notice that each connection has a two-way street associated with it. And then there's finally all creation, the animals and people we share this planet with. How well connected are we with them? Well, that phrase from Hosea is God telling us that we need to have this covenant or connection with all creation, just like we have it with ourselves and with God. That is the essence of that statement from Hosea. What is the covenant? The covenant is an agreement. The covenant is a bond, a connection with one another where there is a two-way street of respect and love and compassion that continues to flow. To do that with our animal friends is of utmost importance, especially in a polarized world. And I'm not telling you as much as God is telling you in the book of Hosea. So, how do we strengthen those connections? Well, there too, I will be giving plenty of information in coming months and hopefully years to come. However, we look at what we receive from all creation, we receive a lot of positive life lessons if we're open to them. And what do we give back? Well, the ultimate attribute of the covenant of Jesus with us and all creation is his sacrifice. Now, Jesus sacrificed his life. He's not asking us to do that. But he is asking us to make some sacrifices. And sometimes we sacrifice a little bit of ourselves, whether it's a taste bud issue, whether it's a clothing issue, whatever it might be, to assist all creation and continue that connection with them, continue that covenant with them, and of course, connect it to God and to self. My very strong belief here, my friends, is that this will not only bring us to a better place in this world, better place of peace and strength, but it will be a absolute radiant light to this world that really needs to see it now more than ever. So what am I asking you to do today? Well, I'm asking you to take a look at the covenant between ourselves and all creation and make maybe just one sacrifice of something. Let me tell you and just give you briefly one very easy one for me. I don't wear down clothes. Sheep are sheared and they just don't give up their wool easily. They give it up without without willingly giving it up, and most of them die after doing it. So I have a down vest, not a down vest. I have a vegan vest, and let me tell you, it keeps me warm. So it was a minimal sacrifice. That's just one, but I'm asking you to explore your mind, explore your heart. Remember how important this covenant, this bond and connection is, and just look at maybe one sacrifice that you're willing to make in Jesus' name, which will make you a more peaceful person and the world a better place. My friends, that's my message for you on this Tuesday. As always, I hope it was helpful and you can take it into your day and throughout your week. I always welcome and appreciate your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate you being here and listening in with me. I want to wish you and your loved ones a very blessed Tuesday. I'm not sure when I'm going to see you back here this week. Let's play it by ear, as the saying goes. But until then, you take good care.